All right, we'll talk about it when I get home. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir, Sergeant! Affirmative! Affirmative! I love you. Say it.
I saw Snake bright and early this morning. Robbie did his review this morning live, which is usually I like to watch it in the shower before I go to the shop. You watch your phone in the shower?
I do not. I'm always afraid of. Like,
Yeah,
literally, it's in there with you. That's what they are, like water resistant. They say, but I don't want to test that.
Well, I got a little shelf where it's not. It doesn't get hit by the water. But I'm thinking about, like, man, I'm kind of ridiculous how, like, I have to, like, it's like pooping without your phone. I can't do it, and I can't even shower without my phone. I'm rethinking my how I've been doing this. It might be a little ridiculous.
Now, I know, being a tech guy, that people can hack into your phone and turn on your camera.
Yeah.
You don't want some video of you in the shower coming out on the internet, like getting blackmailed or something.
Well, I tell you, I'm not worried about them catching me showering. They can do that if they want to. But I am, whenever I'm jerking off, I make sure the camera can't see me. I don't want them to get.
Well, thank you for that.
It may get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But regardless of what happens, we're totally prepared.
Are you doing okay today?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Okay.
What's your name, baby? They call me Soul Baby. Soul Baby? Yeah, keep it in control, baby. I hear you, baby. My name's Noah J. Bird. Noah J. Bird? Oh, you like to fly? I fly, baby. Fly away, baby. In the clouds, no frowns. All right, now that's what I'm talking about. Tears, no fears, man. Is that right? Respected, don't neglect it. All right, that's what I'm talking about, baby. My brother. Treat it, don't beat him. All right, baby. You're a badass motherfucker. Haters gonna hate.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and we are back for another FOC and chill. We got my guy Scotty Vaughn in the house. What up, Scotty? How you doing, man?
Not a whole lot, dude. What's going on, man? You doing all right?
It's good to be back. We were off for let me turn this TV off here. We were off for Halloween. I had to do the kids thing, and I broke my glasses, so I don't have glasses right now, so I'm feeling kind of blind.
I know what that's like, man. I did that actually this past year and had to go without for like a week, and it was horrible.
I'm actually not that blind, but I'm so used to being able to see with my glasses, that I can really tell when I don't have them.
Well, I had to wear contacts for a little bit, and I just was not used to that, man. I don't like contacts at all. I'm not a contact person.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna get any of those. I'm gonna stay off that. What is wrong with my camera here? It is tripping.
It's kind of blurry, man. It's a little bit blurry.
I don't know why it's doing that, man. Why are you fucking with me, man?
I say that my picture always looks like shit.
Yeah, mine doesn't know. So what's up with you, man? I've been gone a week. It feels like I've been gone longer than that. So much is going on. Have you been following this Queen's Comics Party drama with the Epic Nation, dude?
I mean, a little bit. Like I follow Nerdy Girl, and I follow a lot of people that were involved or posting about it, but I don't buy into the drama a whole lot. I don't really know this guy. I don't know this guy at all, honestly. So it was nothing to me. So no, not really. Not too into drama. Try to avoid it.
Man, what is wrong with my camera? This is weird. Okay. Yeah, I think that the interest in it is warranted. I think that we got to protect each other from people like that.
Obviously,
and I don't know anything about this Epic dude, but I do know from he went live a few times the day that it all happened, and I don't know any facts, but I do know that dude felt like full of shit to me. Like
I just don't know enough about the situation to make a proper assessment, and I don't want to judge anybody. You know, like I just don't know it well enough. I don't want to judge, dude.
Did you watch the video that they shared?
Yeah, it doesn't look good, but
It looks pretty night and day. I mean, the dude clearly puts the books in front of him and then hands a separate stack to pay for, and then puts the stack he paid for on the stack of books that he set down. It seems pretty clear as day. Yeah. Now, whether or not this Epic Nation dude is involved, I don't know, but I do know that he sounded full of shit when he went live. He sounded completely full of shit, contradicting himself and not really making sense to me. I know Keep It Thorough has been on the case. I know he's been having a few lives, and it seemed to me as of the last day or two, the tide completely turned on him and on the Epic dude. It seems to be pretty universal. I know Josh's comic books, was it Aaron with Josh's comics?
Yeah.
Turned on him. I saw you said, I think I've seen Nerdy Girl posting about it. So it does seem that the overall community has decided this dude ain't shit.
Well, I mean, we don't need that shit in the community. We don't need stuff like that. We just don't.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. We do have to protect each other from shit like that, you know?
Yeah,
so
man.
the people who are fired up about it, man, I get it, you know? I completely get it. We got Las Cruces, first one in the house. What's up, Las Cruces? What up to New Mexico? Man? Thanks for coming through. Scotty Vaughn in the house. Yes. We got my guy, Board. Thanks for coming through. Chaos and Comics might be here, might not. Always good when he is. Good to see you, Chris. Thanks for coming through. We got Fatty Boone Batty, John Stout. That's my guy on the Pacific Northwest. Thanks for coming through. Yes. A pimp named Slaughter. Yes. What's up, Trev? Good to see you, my guy, my fellow Chiefs fan. Man, this camera thing is really bothering the fuck out of me. Why are you doing this?
I know. It looks like somebody smeared like Vaseline across the lens or something.
Is that what it is? Is it?
Maybe, dude. All that talk of turning your lens away.
I don't know what's going on. It's like it won't focus. I just bought this damn fancy thing. Come on now. Work with me, baby. Yeah, we got who else we got in here? I think we got Frog Brawler, who's been dropping some content as of late. If you're not subbed to Frog Brawler, definitely give him a look, check him out. He's actually doing comic book stuff instead of fish stuff. So definitely check him out.
Nice.
We got Lady Fantastic in the house. What's up, lady? Good to see you.
Tennessee native.
We got 80s guy in the hizzy. What's up, 80s guy? Good to see you. Ooh, the man behind the CBC Awards.
Yep.
The deadline is November 18th. So what is that? A week from this Saturday.
Less than 2 weeks away. Less than 2 weeks.
That is the deadline for getting your votes in. So if you have not done your CBC Awards voting, definitely get over there and get that done and support the people that are doing things that you enjoy and make sure that they're celebrated the way that they deserve to be celebrated. I know Scotty Vaughn's in the mix. So
yes, best ongoing series.
Series. If you're a fan of my guy, definitely get a vote in for him. Oh yeah, where's the link? Yeah, you guys probably do need the link. Let me get that link.
But it's quick and easy. It doesn't take long at all to vote. And it's www.cbcawards.org. And quick and simple.
Man, this fucking camera's pissing me off. What the fuck?
That sucks, man.
Why is it doing this? It's never done this before. Why are you fucking with me?
That sucks. It's quick and easy, really easy to vote. It took me no time to do. A lot of people doing it live. 22 Comics did his live the other day. Did you see that?
No, I did not. He did his voting live? There we go. I think that fixed it. There we go. Does it look better to you?
Yeah, it does look better now. Yeah, you're fixed.
What's that about, man? All right, well, I feel much better now. We got Chop and Drop in the house. What's up, Chop? Good to see you.
What's up, Chop?
You got Las Cruces and Chop up for Best Supporter on the CBC Awards, so don't forget to support them. As far as you two are concerned, I'm voting for both of you.
Thank you, man.
I'm going to vote twice just to make sure I can vote for both of you.
Y'all make sure, yes. Definitely both are deserving for sure.
Frog Brother says there was drama from Epic like a year ago with him and some other guy, death threats or some nonsense. Look, that was part of the douchiness of this Epic dude. Like when he was getting on there, like threatening people, talking about my people come see you and shit. And like, that's an immediate, I don't give a fuck what you got to say for me. If like if you're an internet tough guy, I immediately don't give a fuck about anything you have to say. So that was an immediate turn off when he was acting like a tough guy. Like, look at you, you fat motherfucker. You're not scaring anybody, you fucking bitch. Like, I hate like that shit triggers me, right? These fucking people. These people that think they're so badass when they're so clearly not. Look, I'm not a badass. I'm fucking 44 years old. I can't do shit, right? You ain't gonna see me acting like I can do shit, right? I'm an angry black man, so I got that in me. But at the same time, I'm 44 years old, guys.
We're too old to be going to jail.
You know what? I have seen professional fighters who train their entire lives fight at my age and look like shit. How the fuck you think I'm gonna look if I'm out here trying to fight? So anybody our age out here acting like a tough guy, I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck.
It's time to grow up. It's time to grow up.
Yeah, Keep It Thorough has that in him too, where he just acts like he's so fucking tough, and I'm like, bro, chill the fuck out. You're a comic book nerd, man. Come on, dude. This ain't the fucking streets out here like that. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
Mike,
what it do, fellas?
What's up, bro?
Honestly,
I had to put on a sleeveless shirt to fill the requirement for the show.
He busted the sleeve straight out, that bitch.
God, the gun show is open.
The old gun show, yeah.
Have you been following this Epic stuff? You got any thoughts on it?
Yeah, what do you think, Mark?
Mike? Dude, for once, Marcus, we're right here, brother.
For once,
yeah, we're like normally pretty parallel. We crisscross, but right now we're like this. This is the dumbest shit. Yo, I pissed Thorough off 2 nights ago.
I saw you said that. Yeah.
Tell us.
I didn't do anything but just say like, yo, this is like the 4th stream on this basic theft. Have you done a stream talking about how the community raised $51K for, and like he was, oh, that's your thing. Like, no, it's not. It's the community's thing. It's just highlighting the good. Like I get it. It's this that we're trying to get to the bottom of this. Like, there's nothing to get to the bottom of. Someone stole something. That's the bottom. You're done. You're done.
There's content to be created, and like I said,
get it. There's a place for everybody and what they like to do, and that's what some people like to do, and it's just you got to do it till the next thing pops up that gives you something to do it on. And
look, we just need to find the dude as a community and teach him a lesson. We just need to chop off one of his hands, and guess what? He won't ever steal no more. And I'm pretty sure somebody near him got a machete. Come on.
The craziest thing is, who stole the book?
One of his employees or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's his name? What's his handle? Nobody knows.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, the thing about, and this is just from what I saw the night, Epic was defending this dude, like saying he didn't steal it when it seemed pretty clear that he did. So I don't know what's going on.
Like whether if he wasn't involved, if it was just his employees, he was just jumping to say like, well, my employee wouldn't do that, blah blah blah, and went and defended him until he could get the facts, kind of thing.
No,
but
yeah,
I think he's just a shady dude by nature. Best case scenario, you know what I mean? Yeah, just best case scenario, has like a string of bad business dealings. Best case scenario.
Well, he definitely had people coming out the woodwork talking about their past grievances with him.
Oh yeah, now they have confidence to say something. It's weird. Like where was y'all 3 years ago?
That's how all this works.
No one gave it.
That's how all this works. You got the people that are like, posting up the robbery, and they're getting views on that, and then you're getting views on the dispute. No, he wasn't stealing. He's a good guy, and then you got, views from the people coming up and be like, there was this one time that Epic had a weird deal with me.
And Epic did a live stream through all of this where he had a voice recording of his conversation with a guy who he supposedly owes like $50,000 to.
Shit.
And like he has the conversation. The guy's like, this dude owes me my books, my money. And Epic did a live stream a couple of days later on IG that I caught. And that's when I was asking Epic. He's like, ask me anything. And that was I even sent it to Becker and I asked him like, yo, do you owe some guy $50,000 worth of books? And he got to it. He's like, the dude kept sending more books for all these signings and facilitating things, blah, blah, blah. And he hasn't paid the facilitator. Guy will not give him his books till he pays for the signatures, this encasing, the processing fees. He's not giving him his books, so he gives the processing fees. And Epic has it on recording, like that part of the story. Like he has him on recording. The dude's like, just buy me out for $20K. He's like, why don't I just take you to your books and you just pay for your CGC stuff? So like he's got his books. Epic doesn't have them. Like the guy who's supposed to have them has them, and he's not coming off the books that aren't paid for, kind of thing. You know, like the paper in the cases is yours. The services, the signatures, the CGC is mine. I need to be paid for it, kind of thing. So there's a lot more to it than just like he stole books from that guy, you know, like it just seems like it's just a string of just bad business with other people, kind of thing.
It does seem to be a pattern.
A big pattern.
All the people. Yeah. Well, that dude seems to be toast to a lot of people on Instagram. I do notice he still has a large following on Instagram, though.
Yeah, I saw in one of our chats someone posted that everyone was getting kicked out of his Whatnot sale. I went over there and looked. Dude had over 300 people in his Whatnot sale telling the trolls to suck it. Don't like nothing that's happening in this little sphere on YouTube
actually matters.
The little audience that watches these 10-hour streams every night, that y'all are accomplishing nothing. Nothing.
I think that's true for pretty much all we do, honestly.
Like you go over to Whatnot, you go tell his followers on there right now that he stole a comic book from you, and they will tell you to suck a lolly, and then you'll see a string of lollipop emojis from all of them just telling you to get bent as they're getting the books they want. Like it's crazy.
So he's still selling like hotcakes on Whatnot.
That's awesome, Ron.
Yeah, it's crazy. His followers are there like, yo, like take your drama back to YouTube and stuff like that. Like people that they just don't care. Like we don't care about none of it. We're here to buy books.
Nothing matters in this fucking world. I swear.
Well, when I saw that, that was like half an hour ago. I saw that, and I'm like, you know what? This means even less than it did beforehand. Like they don't. The people you're trying to protect don't care. That's crazy. Make a post. Your followers see it. If they trust you, they know what's up. You're good.
What's up, Beckerman? And Beckerman is the biggest internet tough guy out of all of them. That dude is constantly threatening to whoop somebody's ass.
I call it Jack John.
Yes, lady. I think that's exactly the route for you and your channel.
Lady F pretty much is a gangster. I feel like Lady F does have street cred for sure.
From there's Mr. Sticky Fingers. You talking about Epic? You have an unboxing?
Yeah,
from Epic?
He keeps winning stuff off of his stream.
Yeah,
nice. Take it. He's taking.
And he calls him Mr. Sticky Fingers.
Yeah, he calls him Mr. Sticky Fingers.
That's fucking.
Yeah, we got to talk about your etiquette.
Yeah. You'll accept a gift from somebody and then insult him. I love it. That's Gers. The AI told him to do that though, so it's okay.
It's in the meta.
I have never seen anyone compare Thorough and Comic Tom. Like that's crazy.
So what?
Lady says Thorough can get a bit intense for me at times. Same with Comic Tom, but for different reasons. And I'm like, really? Is Comic Tom intense like that?
Like him,
his
like
energy levels.
The ADHD.
He's got the energy. He's definitely got the energy level. Turn it on for the camera.
Like babysitting an ADHD kid. Don't touch the knives. No, put the cake back down. Don't throw that at the TV.
Yep.
Comic nerds be intense. Yes,
calm down. It'll be okay.
Take shit seriously.
What up, brother Joe? Good to see you. Yes, and bullies in the no bully zone. It is fun. Ooh, that's a nice cover.
I got a blank for that today, Mark.
Got that signed by the writer.
Ooh, that is nice.
You got one on the way too, bro. This book, it's not this cover. You got the A cover, but you got it signed by Ethan Sachs, and he actually put hashtag We Are Legion on it.
If you're not subbed up to Legion of Comics, definitely get subbed up and subscribe, and maybe you get a chance to win the Legion loot, which I won this month. And I am very excited to get it. That Captain America Volume 1 looks awesome. I'm
Captain America and Falcon on there. Now if they'll just make our fucking Falcon movie already that they've been holding back from us.
That Nightwing, that foil Nightwing is fucking fire. I mean, I'm excited about everything, but those are the two things. It's like, yeah, I want those motherfuckers. Let's go. So thank you to Legion for that. Sub up to Legion of Comics if you're not subbed up. Great comic book content. And just avoid his Disney stuff if you're a Disney fan.
Yeah. I'll even tell you that. I'm jaded. There ain't no way around it.
Just keeping it real.
Just get I'm not nearly as jaded. I'm excited for Marvel's. Beckerman and me and the homies are going to go see that on Thursday night. I hope it's good. I don't know that it's going to be good, but I hope it's good enough. You know,
I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I'm going to see it. You know?
I think if you
I'm
make
excited.
expectations like that, that should help.
I'm excited because I think there's a chance it could tie into what's going on with Loki, and what's going on with Loki is by far the most exciting stuff. It's not. There's no tie-in whatsoever.
Love and Loki.
If there's just like if they could just give me any kind of tie-in to what's going on with Loki, I would love it a lot. If we could just bring together this multiverse stuff that's happening with Loki and make it like that's like I've said to you before, Mark. Like that's why like I didn't really like Guardians of the Galaxy as much as I thought I should, and a lot of these other movies is because I think there's this exciting stuff that's happening with Loki, and then we go to this other stuff and it's like it's not happening.
It's not happening. Yeah, that was actually one of my biggest criticisms by the time we got to Falcon Winter Soldier TV show, which I loved. I thought there's a couple moments in
cheesy. That ending speech kind of
that soapbox where they literally told the people to quit making fun of the terrorists. That blew my mind. I'm like, yo, that woman just blew up a building full of men, women, and children. Dude. Like that was terrible. And I wasn't going to get into that, but seeing Sam Wilson suited up, Trump.
Yeah, there was some dope stuff. Like when he fights at the end.
That speech. Like bro is Captain America right now, and they've been holding back on that movie, and it's driving me nuts. Like, cut the check, let's get it. But they're sitting on their best properties, not doing it. But by the end of that, I'm like, wait a minute. When we started this show, Sam had the shield. He was reluctant about taking on the role. The whole thing's about him losing the shield and blah blah blah. And by the end of it, it's right where we started. WandaVision, it's like right where we started. Loki was different, blew up the timeline and all that, but it meant nothing. It affected nothing. It was just self-contained, and that's what we're
so annoying.
That's what we're doing. You saw the last episode, right, of Loki?
Yeah,
they introduced the MacGuffin, so it's all just shoop. It's all right back to just inside of this television series.
And going
what I think what it could lead on to is the reset of the MCU, which is what we desperately need. We need a reset. The Secret Wars can give us a bit of a reset, I think. I have much higher hopes than Mark does, guys.
No, this isn't me hoping or not hoping. This is just me being aware of like the directional timeline, if that's the thing. Because remember, I've been the one like screaming we need a reboot for like the last year when everyone else kept like wanting to spit on me for saying it. But now, as soon as Kevin Feige got caught saying it, everyone's like, oh, we've known it's been coming. We've been waiting on it to come. Fuck y'all. No, y'all haven't. You're full of shit. I know. But Secret Wars is the reset. That's the reset button.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Leading to
agree. And I think if you see anything come out of Loki, it's going to be a long game where it gets referenced as the catalyst for opening up Secret Wars. Because, it's not the original Secret Wars. It's the multiversal every universe in the Marvel universe all together. I think this could be tied in to that long shot of that, or at least mention.
Yeah, I think that's a profitable move for him. You hear about that football player that got in trouble on Whatnot scamming Pokemon cards. Whatnot ended up kicking him off, and he just signed with the team. I think with the Panthers. Yeah. He just went back to, I don't know if you guys saw that, but
no, I did not.
He got kicked off Whatnot for scamming Pokemon cards somehow.
Do you remember what MCU movie is slated for after the Marvels?
Secret Wars?
That's waiting, Ryan.
Kang Dynasty.
No.
I don't. I have no idea.
Deadpool. Deadpool's next.
Is it? Oh, but that's not really tied in, is it?
Deadpool 3. Like, this is the first Deadpool movie being made under Disney's ownership. So expect the Marvels to lead into Deadpool, is what I would say.
Well, this is what I want. I want Loki stuff to lead into the Marvels, to lead into Deadpool. Lead in, I want
the after credit should always like get you hyped. It should be like your first teaser of the next movie.
Yeah.
That's what they've been fucking up, is they have not been making it feel together enough for me.
Yeah,
connectivity.
Even the most standalone stories they gave us back in the day, absolutely standalone, didn't have shit to do with nothing. That after credit had the stinger. It was a stinger.
Brought it into the bigger. Yeah, that was a big
Civil War. You remember that when Thanos walked and grabbed the gauntlet? I'll do it myself. That's all. You're like, holy fuck, holy
lit, dog. That shit was so lit. Yeah, that's what they got to bring back is that tying everything together again at the end. Like it can be a standalone movie, but it needs to feel a part of the greater whole.
Yeah, that's all it takes is that 3 to 5 seconds to do it. You know, you can still do phenomenal
one scene.
standalone movies, but it just reminds you that this is all bigger than what we just saw. And
That's what blows my
I
mind.
think Deadpool is going to be
Caroline.
great.
That's what blows my mind is we're about to get Echo, right? And they said that's not an MCU continuity, but they're using
Oh, it
the same
is.
actress. No, not the way I heard it. And they said it's going to be
is-
like it's a
all right, was
standalone.
Werewolf by Night in continuity?
No.
No, it
Yeah.
could be though.
Yes, it was.
I mean,
There
it
was
could be,
nothing-
but there's no
How so?
references.
Well,
There's
that's like all right, like the woman who lives 5 houses down from you. Did y'all's paths cross today, or y'all live? You know what I'm saying? Like same shit. Like
But how
I
do
get
they
it.
bring it into the bigger world?
It was
it,
just
it
a
is
bring
the 616 Marvel
time
universe
period.
or the cinematic universe. Just none of those people on that property had any reason to reference people off the property. It was just like right there. That's what Echo's supposed to do. It's supposed to just they're trying to let you know, like they're trying to give you a warning, a heads up, like yo, this is just Echo. They're trying to manage people's expectations with that.
A lot of people say that about Comic Tom, and I believe it. I think that that is exactly who he is. He's not bullshitting anybody. I believe that. Yes, and hit that like button.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we should
Werewolf
hit the
by
like
Night
button.
was the first Marvel spotlight. Y'all forgot that already? Y'all don't remember that intro to that?
I think you're using the wrong word, Tyler. It's not that I think it; it's that I hope it. There's a difference in those two words, my friend. I
Yeah,
hope it.
yeah.
Not that I think
Tyler's
it.
about with me at this point. He's just done gave up.
Yeah, I heard about your guys'
Wishful
little
thinking.
chit session on DJ Links where you guys alienated the entire audience with your fucking hating. I heard about that.
I missed that part.
Oh yeah, I heard. I wasn't there, but I heard Link was like, "All right, I think we've alienated the audience. Let's move on." When you guys were just shitting on MCU, I think I was kind of excited about Echo when I saw that trailer. I was like, "Wow, they're
I like
bringing
the
this to a new level." But when I heard that she doesn't have any powers, that kind of pisses me off.
The director thinks they're lame. That's
Yeah.
his statement.
That pisses me off. That makes me.
We want to make an
I was
Echo
up
show.
here,
Give
and
me
then I came
someone
right
who
back
doesn't
down.
like Echo to come make me an Echo show. It'll be this will
Yeah,
work
that's
for me.
yeah.
What's
I
up
hate
with
this
her leg?
character. Her
Like, what's
powers
the
are
deal with
dumb.
the leg?
Let me direct this movie.
What, the prosthetic?
Yeah, like what's the story with their leg? Like what's that whole deal about?
Remember, they went over that in Hawkeye. She has a prosthetic leg.
She has
I
a
watched
prosthetic.
Hawkeye. It's just been a minute.
That's why
What
I
up,
connect.
Kyle? Ooh, Kyle's got a new name.
Hawkeye was
Kyle's
good.
Comic 87. That's a new
Ugh.
name. What's up, Kyle? Good to see you, my dude. And Chris is right. Loki's sort of mixed with Spider-Man, but they never made it explicit. And that was like I was really excited for Spider-Man because I thought they would make the connection more explicit.
Yeah,
than
how?
they did.
Where's
Just
the
I don't know. Bring it in there somehow. Make me know that this is all related somehow. I think they clearly are related. They just didn't make it explicit though. But I don't think any of the stuff that happened with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man could have happened without Loki blowing everything up in the first place. With the
None of
TVA.
that. Technically, we haven't seen any of the ramifications of that in the MCU.
It's
We've seen it
killing
in
me too,
Sony.
man.
We've seen it,
It feels
in
like
the
we're standing
Sony
still.
verse.
It feels like we've been standing still since the end game. Like the story's not really advancing. Like
We have like 5 different
Stagnant.
story
It's definitely
arcs.
stagnant.
You know,
We
we've
have
been
5.
having the death rattles. That's what I call it of the MCU.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like the MCU is going anywhere. I mean like the current state of affairs, the current direction, the current mindset, the death rattles of that. And one thing that they announced is that like the Eternals, Shang-Chi, they were both just testing the market with those movies.
Yeah.
They never intended to proceed forward with them despite having a second Eternals announced when they were releasing the first Eternals. So they're backpedaling on all these different storylines, on all these different things. Like who knows what'll ever come of the 10 rings or who knows any of that. They'll probably just
Dude, I thought Shang-Chi was so good, man.
they'll never address any of it at this point. What it is it goes back to what we talked about a few weeks ago with that guy coming in and aggressively taking over that position at the company. They're trying to save face before they get there.
CJ.
My thing is that
Okay.
my thing at this point after Thanos, right? We got all the weird now undirectional, movies, Shang-Chi, Eternals, all these new heroes, and look what they're doing. Look what they just dropped. It's like we're going back in circles with the MCU. Now they're going to do Echo before Daredevil, before like I don't get the focus on all these individual new characters if they have no story structure to use them. That's like them saying like Moon Knight had no purpose. It was just that one off. That's it. You know, like
Which sucks because I liked Moon Knight.
I liked it
really
too.
liked it.
I liked
Yeah,
it,
it
and
was
it's
really
kind
I
of
know
like
everybody else
what's
didn't,
the
but I
point?
liked it. I thought,
You know,
it was
like
good. But it sucks that there's nothing else that really fucks it all up.
why build up a connective universe, movies, shows, everything, if you're going to drop in unrelated stuff and not explain that it's unrelated?
Yeah, y'all. It's funny. People think I'm harsh and I'm crazy, but just check the fucking record. Like these aren't crazy fucking views I've been having. It's just I just been saying it longer than other people. That's all. I started at Thor Ragnarok saying, "What the fuck is this?"
I like Thor Ragnarok, but I
And
can get
get that was literally a bait and switch for so many people. Like I went into that like, oh, this is gonna be heavy Hulk. This is awesome. Like, all right, so Pop saw it before me, right? And we got an opportunity, and that was around the time Justice League came out, like the Justice League. I went and saw that first, then we went and saw Thor Ragnarok next, and I'm like, was excited going in there. Pop's is like, just chill, just watch it. I'm like, fuck's he's talking like that for? And I watch it, and the whole time I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I come out like, what did they just do to Thor? What just happened? I get it. There's shiny lights. There's a cool soundtrack. What the fuck did they do to these characters in that movie, though? It blew my mind.
Well, you know what happened? That same year, you know? No. That same year, so let's connect some dots. There was something super popular that dropped on TV that changed the superhero genre that everybody's into to this fucking day, except for that guy over there. Okay, but guess what? All of a sudden, the MCU changed to follow suit. That was the same year that The Boys dropped, and oh my god, all of a sudden, it's around the same time.
No, Ragnarok came out in 2017. I remember that because that was the year that Justice League dropped and the year Finn was born.
I thought Boys was the same year.
Boys is 3 years ago at this point. No, but I saw what they did with Thor Ragnarok, and my immediate mind was,
they've been going in that direction ever since.
They just Guardians Thor Ragnarok. They saw that Guardians was a huge hit. Are they out of ideas? Is exactly what I thought, and I haven't been bashing on Thor Ragnarok, but I've been, because I understand it's an entertaining movie. It's fun. It's those things, but it's not Thor. But I've been pointing out, like, that's the canary in the coal mine for the MCU. And all it's been doing is leaning more and more into that cookie cutter formula. And people got tired of it. The movies don't feel unique anymore. They don't have that weight that they used to have. Some of them obviously do. It hasn't just been a total drop. They give us gems like I thought Werewolf by Night was phenomenal. I thought Ant-Man 3 wasn't that bad. I don't think it was like great or
it's a good movie. It just
I wanted it to be way better than
exactly. It was good. It should have been great. You know what I mean?
It's a good movie.
It had some major flaws.
For me, it just lost the comedy from the first two that feel that the first two movies had. But not only that, but that's another movie where they started dropping more of that over the line shit. Like, well, you know, that whole like, don't be a dick. Like, it had to be said like 3 times during the movie, like loud, where they stopped.
They also had a commercial to become a communist in the middle of your movie too. Like literally, like that's not even me like being heavy handed with my response. They literally had like communist propaganda from Hank Pym.
From day one, the trailer was trolling you for liking Ant-Man, and the whole trailer was like focused around people that don't even know Ant-Man or don't even know who he is. But we're supposed to be going to a movie because we like Ant-Man. Like, no, but that was the whole like monumental thing around the trailer is like, hey, who's that? Oh, it's Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man.
I enjoyed Eternals as well, Caroline.
I liked it better. I appreciated it more on a rewatch.
I liked the way that they showed Makari and they did like the Speed Force with her. I really enjoyed the way they handled that.
This was one of the most beautifully directed MCU movies ever made, if not
I liked it.
Best.
They did a good job.
I didn't like it so much in the theater, but rewatching it, I did like it a lot more.
It was I think like there would have been a simple solution. You know, they have like the kind of broken up storytelling, like they would be like the story going, but then it would flash you back.
Yep.
Like so far, they would flash you back a little closer. If they would have just done a linear story and just let the beginning ride out and show us all that history with them hopping forward, I think it would have like done wonders for the movie, to be honest with you.
I think Beckerman says it well here.
Right.
I think that while I did enjoy Ragnarok, the seeds of what Mark is complaining about absolutely were in that movie, and they are why
They spread.
I get it.
and they're why
I
the
do.
Screaming Goat. It's that element is why the Screaming Goat movie sucked. It is entirely why that movie sucked. That
And the
element,
orgy jokes and Thor
making
being
Thor
a buffoon, trying to
complete
like
buffoon.
get on his
I
Like,
hated
camera.
that.
I'm telling you, the scene that pisses me off the most in that movie is then the kids are fucking stuck with Gore, and this motherfucker is joking around with Hercules like it's fucking fun time. Like, bitch, you forgot about these kids that you're trying to save. Get serious, motherfucker.
Right.
Like that shit. Like, and like you said, that's the seeds of Thor Ragnarok going way too far, and just it made the movie painful for me, man. It was bad.
And I still
Which
haven't
makes-
sat down and watched it. Like I'm more than aware. I've never watched it. I'll never watch another Thor movie until like
They fix them.
So yeah, Taika Waititi. I love that director. I love that
Me
guy.
too.
He's just not the guy for Thor. You know what
He's
I mean? Like,
okay. He's hit and
For
miss me.
Marvel.
well, I
For
think he's. You send him to a proper like original concept comedy show. Like he's so creative. He has no business working for you. He should be working for himself. Like that pirate show he does on Max, hilarious.
Yeah, I
What We
love
Do in the
that.
Shadows, hilarious.
Love
His parts that he worked with James Gunn in Suicide Squad was even great. Like rip your heartstrings out. He was the rat catcher's dad in that.
Yeah.
But they're looking at getting the director from Extraction to come in and work on the next Thor movie. And I think if you'd make a Thor movie with like the visual shot style that they do, the Tyler Rake saga shit, you would be that would be set off.
And I don't care about the comedy stuff either. I think characters are allowed to have opinions, but yeah, it's definitely better than beating his wife. And I don't know if Edward Norton is in Hollywood, but I
Well, I
would
think that's
like to
Nobody
see-
can work with him.
Yeah, he's
I
still
think
in
that's
Hollywood.
another one of those problems with that comedy thing. It isn't the fact, it wasn't Hank Pym saying it, and that's what the audience knows because the current state of affairs with Disney and just how active they are as in the political sphere. And when they make like a propaganda,
you can
movie,
choose to see it through that lens. Absolutely. I don't necessarily see it through that lens though. Not everything's a culture war for me. In fact,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
avoiding
for Disney it is, and for those that like once you see it, you can't unsee it because they're very open about it. They're not pretending it's not kind of thing. Bob Iger has even made public statements even recently about how we have to step away from our political stuff. He said it, like he's addressed it as a problem inside of his own company that they need to step away from and step back to making content for everybody. That's what the guy who's in charge of these is saying. Even at this point, he's acknowledged it.
Well, I can tell you there's times when the sort of like there's stuff that I don't care about, but I know it's going to fire up a culture war. So I cringe only because I don't want the culture war. Like I don't give a fuck about it, but I know it's going to create drama that I don't care about. So
Yeah, but
I
right
do-
now,
I
mean,
do
it
cringe at that shit. I do.
It doesn't matter what pops up. People are gonna like everything that pops up. It's like every new trailer that pops up or every new concept that pops up. People are gonna find something to hate on. It's just something
It
that
seems
people
like that's
lead
a
to
sport
really
now.
quick. Yeah, I mean, every trailer. It could be something simple as Five Nights at Freddy, and shit, it's torn. It could be something simple as Star Wars, it's torn. I mean, it really doesn't matter nowadays. It could be a comic, something that we all think. It could be like 30 people that we all know agree on the same concept that's cool, and then there's that one dude that shows up
Always
in the chat.
got to be
He's
that
like,
one
fuck,
guy.
fuck. Yeah, he's like, fuck this
You're
shit.
always
This
on
is
that
so
one
dumb.
guy. It's turned into such a kind of a unanimous thing, kind of like the distrust that people have for the Warner Brothers DC brand. Like no one has faith in DC, rightfully so. They have proven themselves to not be a faithful company when it comes to making like content that the vast general public walks out of saying that was fantastic. Now look how much goodwill people have given the MCU. Look how much goodwill people have given the Star Wars franchise, and look how long that they've gone before it's gotten to this state. Like people didn't just wake up and start dogging on these, just like they didn't with DC. They gave DC a fair shot. DC didn't come through. They have a lot of rebuilding to do. They can come out with a Blue Beetle that's legitimately good, but they need to come out with 5 movies in a row that are legitimately good because no one's going to see the first 3. And until people are here, like, you're telling me the last 5 were good, maybe I'll see the net. Maybe they can have my time. Like, you have to earn it back. Money ain't cheap anymore.
Man, you ain't just whistling Dixie, man. This inflation kicking my ass.
Best Southern joke of the day.
I can't stand all this inflation, man. It's killing me. And yeah, Edward Norton, I would like for like, I want the Secret Wars shit to just bring everybody out the fucking woodwork. Edward Norton, Eric Bana. I'm talking. I want to see fucking fan service out the asshole on that shit, man. That'd be so fun.
Me too.
Get
But also
Lou
bring a good
Ferrigno in
story.
Lou Ferrigno made it to a cover of one of the Secret Wars. Like, he's on an Alex Ross cover for one of the.
Put him
Still
in the
acting.
movie, dog.
Still
Put him in
Yeah,
the
thank you.
movie.
He was just in a horror movie.
In the Eric Bana Hulk movie. He was the security guard with Stan Lee walking out of the laboratory at the beginning.
He's got to be old though. He's got to be so old.
He's still acting. He still looks good.
Yeah.
I didn't
love it.
mind Star Wars as much. Like, they were okay to me, but what they did to Luke is unforgivable. Absolutely.
Yeah,
unforgivable.
I hate that part of the new Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars is next level.
They fucked it all up, man. Why would they do that? Like, they made him a completely different character. Like, the Luke I know would never try and kill someone on some shit.
You talk about it went
He would never do
total
that.
opposite of canon. Like they killed canon, right? And he was a badass in the extended universe. And
They
then
need to just wipe that off. Like Game of Thrones, the last season, just act
they
like
need
it
to
never
do what they
happened.
did with the
Start
extended
over.
canon. They need to be like,
Start over.
one day just come and be like, hey, guess what? All that didn't happen.
Never happened.
Never
Just
happened.
like the other stuff. And guess what's back? The extended canon. We're gonna start
be
making those
excited.
movies,
I'd be
starting with
excited.
Shadow of the Empire.
Wipe all that shit away, man. It never happened. Because they fucking ruined one of the greatest characters. I mean, not one of the greatest character. I mean, some might say Darth Vader, but for me, Luke Skywalker is the fucking greatest character of that story. When he comes back in The Mandalorian, was it season 2?
Oh my god!
Oh my
Just
god!
tears.
that shit was
Just
fucking
tears
awesome.
of disbelief.
It was so fucking awesome.
You
Getting
just
to
see the X-wing. You see the X-wing pull, and you're like, no, no. And then you're waiting while he's got the hood up, just taking.
That's
like,
what we
no.
want, right? We want to feel like that. We want them to make us feel like that, and that's what I need from the MCU.
And what's crazy is we're primed to feel like that. Like, there is that whole, like, people are going to hate on stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's earned that. They've earned that amount of hate at this point because we are primed as fans of this stuff to feel like that. You know, how easy was it for them to do that? And they did it.
It was.
successfully.
I mean, it's
They
just.
were.
Yeah, it does seem like it's easy. It just give us that fan service.
I mean, it's such a weird concept, right? Nostalgia is huge right now. Fan service is huge right now. Like, how does such a big company, you know, any big company, miss the mark on that? You know, on those
According
simple
to
things.
George Lucas himself, again, I'd rather reference the people that actually their opinions matter. According to George Lucas, it lost the plot when he sold it to a corporation. He told people, don't expect Star Wars anymore because the people in charge of creating this aren't creatives. Now it's a boardroom full of suits that have nothing invested in this but dollars, no emotion ties to it, none of that. And they're going to send it to a screening room for other suits to look at and think if it's good or not and try to gauge what fans want instead of talking to fans and listening to fans and knowing the fans and being a fan. That was George's take on it. So never expect it to be what it was anymore until you get like another George Lucas, which there's only one for a reason.
Well, another note to that, you know, George wasn't that forthcoming on explaining the story going forward either.
Beckerman says they really saved the franchise with the rise of Skywalker. What a heartwarming story of the Palpatine finally wiping the sister-kissing Skywalkers off the map. Where's the lie, guys? I don't see the lie. Beckerman nailed it. Nailed it. Well,
yeah, they killed everyone. They killed Han. They killed Leia. They killed Luke. None of these people shared screen time together. That's what blows my mind. They didn't even share screen time together.
They didn't give a fuck about us in these movies, man. They really didn't. They just said, fuck all y'all.
It's our toys now.
I mean, that is more. I realize how true that is. They really said, like, just with what they did with Luke alone was a big fuck all of you. all of your childhood aspirations, hopes, and dreams. Fuck them.
Hey, you wanted to find out what happened to Luke Skywalker? Come follow us to this planet and watch as he
He's
drinks
actually
the
a
milk.
yeah. You thought he was
shitty milk.
you thought he was a badass hero. He's actually a prick that tried to kill a kid. Okay,
Right? He just wants to hide. Leave him alone. He's a
I
weird
hate
ass
it.
hermit.
What's next for DC? Mark?
Aquaman. We
Oh,
got
they did that movie.
Aquaman.
Aquaman releasing in December, which the first one is one of my favorite DC movies. In the definitive DC EU ranking, it comes right after the Snyder trilogy. So that's good to know in case y'all were wondering. But yeah, I love the first one, so I think that this one should be pretty fun. They got a good feel to them. I like me some Jason Momoa.
You mentioned the Snyder trilogy. I fell asleep. I'm sorry. What'd you say? What were you saying?
Huh?
Aquaman should be fun. I think it should be
I'm gonna
good.
give it a chance. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm excited for
I
it.
legitimately love the first one, so I don't see how this. If this one's close to the first one, I'll have a blast with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
When does the new regime start for DC?
New regime starts to. It's the new regime has started. This is the last film from the Walter Hamada era. This is the last film from the old guard. After this, it'll be next thing we'll get is the Creature Commandos, which is the animated series that's coming on to HBO Max, which is cool because you'll see Weasel, who was in the Suicide Squad, will be in it. But it's just a cool team that'll feature Rick Flag Sr., which I think is the most important part. That we have a Rick Flag back, which is dope. And then after that, Viola Davis Waller rolls out the live action next installment of what's going on in the live with the Suicide Squad Task Force X.
So how's that going to work where they're keeping some of the old regime but going away?
That's a simple question. No one fucking knows. We don't understand it.
Not yet. We were hoping we were going to get that answer.
I'm glad
at the
they're
Flash.
keeping Peacemaker, though. I wanted them to keep Peacemaker. I'm glad they are.
Me too. I like a lot. I mean, like Viola Davis as Waller, and shit. If that's not perfect casting, like, because they said they were keeping Beetle too. And, I like him as Blue Beetle.
Yeah, and Taylor makes a good point, man. We can't get it going until this actor strike shit figures out.
Oh. Yo, don't for 1 second think that James Gunn ain't working.
Where'd you find this?
The writers are working, but the actors can't.
Oh, well, what it would like in front of a camera working? Because James Gunn's proven to be a sly devil through all of this stuff.
He said, "Fuck the guild," huh?
He did, dude. If you look when we knew the strike was coming, the day of the strike, like an hour before the strike, he did this massive post like, "Hey, just let y'all know I'm done writing the movie. I did all this and da 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 da." How'd you finish it last time? It's all done. And the day that the strike was over, he posted like a laundry list of announcements. Like,
yep,
you did all that this morning, my dude.
Made my day.
So
what up, JD?
Doing like they're not ready for filming for any of this stuff anyway. So I mean, we probably need them back to like cap off the Waller stuff, but that was already past the point of started filming. So it did push Penguin back.
But to be fair, Taylor, didn't DC do the multiverse stuff first? Didn't they do it first? Am I wrong on that?
No.
I mean, cartoon-wise, yeah.
DC Comics invented the multiverse for comic books. Yeah, way back in the 60s. Way back in the 60s. They killed their first multiverse in the 80s. That's how long they've been doing it.
Right.
Creature Commandos suck ass. How do you know? We haven't seen it yet. What do you mean?
You wouldn't know.
How do you know? I got high hopes for James Gunn. I'll never forget going into that first Guardians of the Galaxy. I had no expectations whatsoever in that movie and was just completely blown away by his movie. And I hope he does it again, man. I hope he does.
My biggest hope and prayer is that sometime in the next few months we get an official announcement that Lobo is the villain in Superman Legacy.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that
can Aquaman play him too? Because he'd be a good Lobo.
Dude, I don't care who they cast as him, dude.
I don't like them double casting. I don't think I want.
Well, we're not getting another
new
Aquaman.
If they wrap off the Aquaman thing, that's so weird because you need Aquaman. Like he is like an A-tier character that just isn't utilized enough, kind of thing. Yeah. So it'd be weird. Like if you're gonna need a new actor for Aquaman. You got a younger Superman now. Get us a younger blonde-haired Aquaman this time around. Short hair, long hair doesn't matter, but like get the stereotypical looking Aquaman this time around. Give Lobo to Jason Momoa. He'd be perfect for that.
Yeah, and then Lobo's in full makeup and stuff anyway, so it's not like it would be just like looking at regular Momoa.
How excited would Beckerman be if they announced a new Warriors movie? Ooh-wee.
Oh, that was
Coming
Becker tells me
27.
regularly he hates
would be
people, so a new Warriors movie would be great because it'd
Beckerman.
be just him in the
He'd
theater.
be the only person.
Who would you
I'd be
cast
there
as
with.
Speedball?
I'll be there with you, Becker.
I'd be there in spirit.
Who is Speedball? Who are you casting for Speedball, Beckerman?
The guy that played Quicksilver in the Fox movies, because he's out of a job now.
Why is he out of a
Oh,
job?
yeah,
About Jeffrey Dahmer?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a great actor.
he's not in the
American
MCU.
Horror Story?
Everybody loved Chris. He's back.
WandaVision, remember?
We love you, Chris.
Oh, dude from
He's a
American
dream.
Horror Story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, there it is. Yeah, he's a fantastic actor.
I think he'd be a good Speedball.
He's amazing. Yeah.
And I wasn't
He's
joking.
awesome.
I think he would be a good. I think he's a great actor.
No, I think that's awesome. Yeah, that's a really good pick. I like
He's
that.
Comic
still
Journey
tiny.
is in for the S. Vaughn movie.
I
Releasing
say we
next
get
year.
together and we do a Creature Commando. I'll be Weasel.
Do it.
Well, guys, we do need to start thinking about skits for the Comic Book Community Awards. I've been starting to think about how can we be funny. We need to come up with some funny skits for that shit.
Brian, I was hanging out with Brian today. He came to Augusta, and he said,
I know, I saw that.
He was telling me that he's got a good one in mind for something very relevant that's happening right now.
Nice.
Slaughter the Pimp needs the chain.
Needs the shopping cart chain. That's what's up.
Right. Pimp needs.
I gotta
we
get
need
my
s-
I gotta get
we
my
need a
glasses.
backstory.
A pimp named Slaughter. My bad. I missed the name.
A pimp named Slaughter.
I need a backstory on how Pimp named Slaughter fits into the House of Slaughter.
Well, it's a very complicated story. Everything I say is serious. Is that right, Chris? Is that true? Anything
Right.
else? Any other drama before we shut this down going on? Anything going on in the comic book streets? Comic Book Community Awards coming up. I know we got that going on. Anything else coming up?
Comic book streets.
Yeah, these are streets, man, and these streets are heavy sometimes.
Spot block.
It gets dirty out here.
You know what I'm saying? These streets be real out here.
Pimp named Slaughter.
What a hater. What a hater. Come on. People love a pimp named Slaughter. I showed that.
Letting his snow glow.
I went and watched the Chiefs this weekend with a bunch of my high school friends, and I showed them that Soul Club video. They thought that
You should have done that gig for the whole
it
game.
just came in as a pimp named Slaughter.
Dripping.
Maybe next year. We do that every year. Maybe next year.
Photo shots, videos,
Spritzing.
Right.
Well, have you met Chris before, Trev? That's about on. That's on brand. All right, we're at an hour, fellas. What do you got going on, Evil?
I ain't got shit going on. No, reviews. I gotta catch up on reading, man. Reading reviews and me and Trev on Sunday nights at
I am finally
9%.
catching up on A Time Before Time. I'm having to. I'm
2 years
actually.
old, isn't it?
I'm
Yeah.
actually on issue 20, but I'm rereading 1 through 20 because I just wanted to refresh myself. And I fucking love this book, man. This book is so fun. It's
I read the
it's like
first 2 or 3.
it's like Bruce Willis' Looper, but the things that they do, the way that they're
that was a
playing
good
with
movie.
time, the way that they're playing with time is really interesting to me. Right in the first issue, what they do with time like hooked me right from the first issue. So I'm really loving Time Before Time. Sorry to interrupt you. What else you got going on?
Yeah, I caught up on Grimm recently, and Grimm was actually a pretty good read. And I wasn't, I think I made it to like the second issue and stopped reading for some reason, but I had all the issues. Grimm was pretty good. Caught up
Yeah,
on
I'm on
Junkyard
6.
Joe. Junkyard Joe. That was another series that for some reason I made it to like the second issue and stopped reading. So I had all the issues, but fantastic read.
Speaking of Junkyard Joe, real quick, if you like Junkyard Joe, check out my man Pocan Joe in episode 3 of Comic Book Story.
great
talking
episode.
about Junkyard
Oh, yeah.
Joe and portrayal of PTSD and his experience serving many years in the armed forces for the American service. So shout out to Joe for doing that for me for his service, and I love that episode. So check it out, guys. If you haven't already.
I love that episode. It's a great episode. No,
What
but,
else?
Bone. I've made it to the 3rd volume of Bone, and Bone's pretty amazing.
Is that that white ghost looking dude?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that one.
They compared it to Lords of the Rings, is why I started reading it. I've always wanted to read Bone just because of his look, and
I love comic books, man. Like the books, I love it, man. They're so sexy to me. I want more of. I've been really filling out my library because I think, whatever at the end, I'm not going to be able to keep all this stuff, but I'm definitely going to keep my library of trades and stuff. Absolutely, I love them. All right, well, shout out. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I pick up trades when I can, when I find them. I'm always looking for some, but like, I don't know.
I love trades and hardcovers, man. They're just so sexy to me. All right, well, shout out to Evil. Thank you, Mike, for jumping on. I appreciate you coming through and gracing me with your presence. Check out Evil's Comics on YouTube for the best reviews, and vote for him at CBC Awards when you get over there to do your votes. Legion of Comics, what's up with you, my brother?
Same old shit. New DC days on Tuesdays, at Weeks End Sunday night at 8:30, and a bunch of shit in between.
Check out Legion of Comics, one of the damn channels doing it on YouTube here. Definitely plug into that if you are not already plugged in. He is smashing out content on a regular basis, and he knows this shit. He is. He's got that comic book heritage in his blood.
Comic nepotism, as we call it.
That's what Beckerman calls it. Check it out, y'all. Check out my guys. Scotty Vaughn, what's up, brother? What you got going on?
Comic Book Addicts this Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. But actually, though, we got something interesting going on this week. I will actually be, as we all know, Easyverse NYC kicks off the Monday night lineup on Mondays at 6:30. So, but I'm going to be over there with him. And then when we get done there, he's going to be hopping on Comic Book Addicts with me. So we're both going to be doing a little double dose thing going on.
Double team.
Yeah. But it's going to be fun. And we got the whole lineup going. We got Geek Out with Roscoe and TM Nerdy, Between the Lines, and 22 Comics. Cupo Comics will be doing a live stream at 10 p.m. Carlos Collects goes at 11. We got just a whole night. Just whatever you're into.
Late, man. I try to catch that every Monday. That's hard.
Yeah, man. I mean, whatever you're into, though, if you like interviews, if you like drawing, if you like just whatever you're into, we got something for you. Alternative to specs, just whatever, man. We got cool shit going on Monday nights, and Comic Book
Addict. Do any FOC stuff?
PM.
Is there any FOC stuff on Monday nights?
Yeah,
or
we really need to get FOC show.
That's on Tuesdays.
That out the first hour, so we got that covered too. Monday nights.
Look, and Chris, if you wanted this show to keep going, you should have jumped on, brother. Kept the conversation.
Marcus, I hate to do this. I just remembered I actually do have something I would like people to watch. I put out a video Monday on Ghost Machine, and it's actually like my favorite video that I've ever made, and I think it actually came out good. But it's really good information, and it's a hype machine of a video for something that you might not want to miss out on as a comic book reader and collector.
Yes.
Yeah, I meant to watch that one because I have no idea what Ghost Machine
is. It is hands down like the most proud I've ever been of a video.
Well, here, link to that one in the chat as well. That is on my watch list. I will definitely give that one because I don't know what the fuck Ghost Machine is.
Yeah,
you will by the time you finish it. It's not.
I learned a lot from that video.
That's what's up. Well, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. It was just a lively discussion. Mark's always gonna have things to say, so I appreciate you jumping on.
It's a curse.
You always keep it going. No, it's a blessing, my brother. I appreciate you jumping on and keep it going. Scotty Vaughn, Evil Mike, thank you for joining me as we return after our brief hiatus after Halloween last week. We will be back here next Tuesday, same bat time, same bat channel for the next episode of FOC. That's all I got for y'all this time. Until next time, peace, comic book fans.
Haters gonna hate.